Hey everyone, Jeremy here. I'm going to try to make this a quick video. The one that I just put out this morning, is just over 30 minutes long. I had no idea it was going to go that long. Once I start talking, sometimes I can't shut up apparently. So I'm going to try to make a quick little update. But first, I really want to thank everybody for all the just all the love and support. Posted that video this morning right before I left to work, and I mean, I had butterflies going in to work this morning. I was actually looking online at local jobs and stuff. I was actually looking at some other ideas because I was really I was just really depressed, and I thought, I don't think this is going to work out, but I'm going to at least try to get through my training, see what happens. That being said, I've got my phone here. I went on break today, and I just got so many awesome comments and responses. One that broke my heart. I actually need to respond to her. Is Crystal Nicole 33. I moved to Florida just for Disney. It sounds like she had kind of a similar experience. She was hired for vacation planner, lasted less than a month. Training was quick and couldn't keep up with how much I had to learn. The learning process that I've had to learn has been so extensive, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. And I want to do this because a lot of people are interested in working for Disney, and I'm not here to bash them. And I'm here to, like I said, give an update after today because a lot happened today. But it looks like she wasn't able to keep up, and they gave her a position. Where did I see that? At Hollywood Studios, being a ticket greeter. And she said it was miserable. The heat, the standing, the walking long distances. Needless to say, I applaud any cast member that works there. Keep your head up. Thank you so much, Crystal, for your support. And that really breaks my heart because I understand that. Because I moved to Florida, and the weather was a big deal, a big reason, to get rid of snow, get out of having to deal with snow. But Disney was such a huge part. So that breaks my heart. And, I can relate. I can relate. So, but also comments from, everybody. Brooklyn, Staten, he's here near Celebration, Hyper Orbit, Creative on the Men, my vlog brother out here in Florida, Jeff Adams. Thank you, bro. I need to respond back to you. I need to respond to your text too. No Excuse, Myrna 611. You're one of my favorite people to talk to. You're always commenting, and I appreciate everything that you do for my channel. It means the world. Casey House, Josh Medina, one of my old employees. Thank you, brother. Austin Collins, Pat Scott, Jacqueline, your comments are among the absolute best all the time. Eric Excursions, which we still got to meet up and do a vlog. There's just so many out here. Diane Mason, Jungle Land. That was really funny what you said about, I said, actually the day has been going better. And you said, oh, okay, so it's clickbait. And you said, just kidding. It made me laugh really hard. And so just thank you, everybody, for all the love and support. It really meant the world to me. And I wasn't really looking for oh, poor me or anything like that. And but just that compassion from everyone was really well needed. I said in this morning's video, I just needed someone to talk to. And I wasn't able to talk to Jill, my wife, last night because she didn't get home until really late. She ended up doing some parties where she works, so I didn't get to talk to her at all last night, and I didn't get to talk to her this morning because I had to leave before she got up. It was a long day today, but Today was a new day, and for the most part, everyone said just take it day by day. You know, in a nutshell, be positive, and I got a lot of, you know, just just that, and like a lot of people, like it, they were hurting for me, and you know, I appreciate it. It's not what I like. I said I wasn't looking. It's nice to get the sympathy, but I wasn't necessarily looking for it. But it's nice to know that people care. So thank you. But let me get to my point. Today was a new day. I had butterflies going in. I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty anxious. I got there and met my trainer. It was a girl that I worked with yesterday, and I don't really want to name names or anything, but I am. Her name is Christy. She was my trainer today, and Christy was fantastic person. We really clicked. I was with a new group of trainees. By the way, the whole schedule got kind of messed up yesterday because some trainees didn't show up. They called off yesterday after their first day. So today was our third day of like official training. Some of them did not make it to day two. I'm not joking. Day one was absolutely brutal. That was my pizza story that I told you about. Like I got thrown on the oven. I didn't get thrown on, but I was like, I could do this. And then once I get there, I'm told, okay, there's 3 different spatulas, 3 different pizza cutters. And I'm just like, what? It was crazy. But regardless, yeah, I had met her, I believe, yesterday. And today she was our trainer. And she was awesome. And we didn't have to work at Lotta Wada Lodge. We worked at all the satellite locations. Icy Expeditions. I do not know this park at all. I've only been there this week. Like I don't know the park at all. These different names of places. Something lunch, cooler house. I can't remember, and it's hard to remember the names of these places when you're on the inside and you don't see the name of it, on the inside or whatnot. But it's not like I'm walking around constantly seeing these places. But regardless, I got to train in 3 other satellite spots, and it was all, you're basically just serving whatever we're selling. One of the stations just has the individual pizzas with the Mickey pretzels and alcohol and like pre-canned and bottled water. Another one was the foot-long hot dog and chili dogs, cold turkey sandwiches, salads, and that one also had beer on tap. And this poor guy that was like, I can pour the beer. The trainer wasn't watching because she was busy working with other people, and he poured a beer, handed it to a guest, and it was 90% foam. He definitely thought he could, but that guy was a train wreck. When we got to the Icy Expeditions, he was making so many mistakes, and I was really trying to help him and boost his spirits because he was really struggling. When it came to the alcohol pouring and the knowledge I had on, we had to learn how to tap kegs, and I'm showing everyone little ins and outs of how these kegs work and why you don't do this and don't do that. And he's like, how long have you been doing this? I said, 33 years. And he's like, oh, that's longer than me. I said, how long have you been doing it for? He said, about a year. So, with certain things, I know my stuff pretty well. I'll just say that. But what was so different about today was we got to be outside. We got to be dealing with the guests. And, Icy Expeditions, it's like a big snowcat. And you're inside. Think of a food truck, but it's like a snowcat. And guests come up and you're dealing with them face to face. And it was great just dealing with the guests face to face and making magic for like some of the kids. I mean, this one girl, apparently she saw me at another location and she's like, hi again. And it was just, it was a really, it was a much better day. Everyone was really cool. A lot of people on vacation from the UK, a lot of English people, and they were so polite. And there's still so much to learn, though. There is so much to learn, especially with the Disney dining program. And like, I don't know anything about that. I've never used it in the past, so I'm still trying to learn a lot. And there's a lot to learn. But today gave me actual hope. And it's actually this person that left the comment, Crystal Nicole, who also looks like she has a YouTube channel. So I'll have to check her out. It looks like a few people actually do. So I'm always trying to, help out other YouTubers. I know that Eric's Excursions, I subscribe to his channel, and Jungle Land, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's a second channel of his, but I've got to check out that one. I think that might be, I don't want to say the name of his other channel in case I'm wrong, but I think that's a second channel from him. But anyway, what she was saying, what was her name? Crystal Nicole, how the cast members helped her get through everything when she was trying to work as a vacation planner. Some of the people I've met as far as the cast members are just so helpful and so nice. Like, you can tell like the little clicks here and there between cast members. And I mean, we were having such a great time today. Some of the, like me and our trainer today, Christy, I mean, we were cracking up jokes when everything started falling apart. And, we all just kind of had to stop and just kind of laugh because it was getting so ridiculous. But people weren't freaking out. Everyone was coming together and trying to kind of like make light of the situation. And it was just a much, much better team experience. Being able to, like I said, deal with the guests. And I had two cast members pull me aside, and this was like a really pivotal moment for me today. They're like, well, why don't, I said what I'm kind of looking for and yada yada. And they let me know, well, you can transfer out of the park. And I said, well, yeah, but I've been told like I have to be, doing QSR, quick service restaurant, for a year. And they said, oh, you can transfer to another park, but if you want to transfer from a different, to a different department, you have to be doing that for a year. And like she's telling me, yeah, after your training, you'll be able to, pick up shifts at like Harbor House, at Magic Kingdom if you want, Hollywood Studios. And I'm like, what? Like, this is where I want to be. This is what I want to do is check out the main parks. And this one woman, doesn't really matter what her name was. It's kind of sad. I worked with her half the day, but I've been working with so many new people. It's hard to remember everyone's name. But God, what was her name? Friday is her last day, and she's going over to Hollywood Studios. And she's like really excited because, she doesn't want to be there. She wants to be at Hollywood Studios because she loves that park. So, so I talked to one of the leads, which are basically managers, and they showed me how to go into my Cast Life app and pick up shifts. And basically told me, yeah, once you get assessed, which I get assessed on Tuesday, I'll be able to pick up shifts at other parks. And that was just amazing to know, because I don't want to get stuck inside a kitchen with, no windows again. I've been there, done that for decades, and I don't want to do that anymore. Sorry, Jill's taking a bath. What was I saying? So yeah, just some serious light at the end of the tunnel. And, even though I haven't been assessed, I got I got scheduled for Friday. This is really cool, in my opinion. I'm stoked for this. I got scheduled for the marathon. I guess it's a marathon or like a half marathon. I don't even know the specifics. I've been so busy with like just trying to get caught up on rest and whatnot, and trying to figure out how life works at Disney. But some type of marathon apparently is going on this Friday, and I'm going to be working it at Epcot at 2 a.m. The shift is, I think, 2 to 9. And all I'm going to be doing for the first, I can't remember, 4 hours or so is literally handing people like water or hot chocolate. I mean, everyone said it's awesome. I mean, you're at Epcot at night, and you're basically getting paid to hand out hot chocolate to people that are running, I guess, apparently. So I don't know anything about it. I know I got to go to costuming and get my costume for it, but I'm stoked for it. It just sounds, that's the kind of stuff I want. Is like that adventure, and that's an adventure. Hey, you want to work at 2:00 in the morning at Epcot? Because I've been at Epcot at night for a wedding when no one was there, and let me tell you, that was magical. So to be there in different circumstances like that, I think it's going to be pretty cool. And actually, the lady that's leaving, she's going to be there working that with me. So I'm pretty excited about that. But in a nutshell, everything was much, much better today. Much better. There is light at the end of the tunnel. I talked to other people that have had to go through the broiler process and just thought it was absolutely insane. The breakdown and the cleaning of that was just like you think that we were prepping a satellite for space or something. Like it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. And then also something I wanted to mention, when I said like we had to clean the fryers, 8 fryers, that wasn't like the whole kitchen. That was 2 of us. 2 of us had to clean 8 fryers. I think it was 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it was 8 fryers. Like, and this is, like I said, this is at the tail end of the day after you've been working your butt off, like as fast as you can practically. But we did have to do that with IC Expeditions. We had to tear everything down, clean, wipe, scrub the floor, all that. But it was fine and it was fun because I was with 3 other people in that little box, and we're all talking, laughing, and also talking about the process of why we do this, why we do that, and just the camaraderie and the teamwork was fantastic. And it's amazing how much it makes a difference when you're working with good people. And there's a lot of really, really good people, cast members at Disney. I'll have to say, like, just some tremendous people. And there's also a lot of people that are there for the paycheck. I will absolutely say that. And there's a certain demographic of person, like by far, and they usually have an attitude big time. But otherwise, I'm not going to say anything other than that. But for the most part, I don't know, at least 90% of cast members are just fantastic people from what I've noticed. And right now, like for sure, I'm going to definitely finish out my my training and see how everything goes. But right now, I feel renewed, I feel excited, and I feel hopeful. Total 180 from how I felt like this morning before the day started. So that's what's going on. I kind of want to show this as far as part of my journey with moving here. This has been something that I've really been looking forward to, and quite honestly, when I did the university, I was so excited. And today I finally got to see a little bit more of that magical aspect of like bringing the magic to guests with these other locations I got to work out of, rather than just being stuck in a in a kitchen with no windows. I just don't want to be stuck in that environment anymore. But that being said, thank you everybody for your support. Oh, and Julian Michael, thank you so much for the shout out on your T-Rex and Gideon's Cookie of the Month video. That was so. I'm watching that and I got a real kick out of that because I did a video with Jill going to T-Rex, and I can't remember. Maybe we did Cookie of the Month in that same video. I'm not sure. But it's a fun place. T-Rex, it's not like the greatest food in the world, but it's fine and it's a fun place. But anyway, thank you so much for the shout out. It's so cool, the community that that's starting to build. Between like local people here that are YouTubers that I'm starting to get introduced to, and other people that are YouTubers outside of the state that I might not ever meet, but I get to communicate with. It is the best part of YouTube, in my opinion, is the aspect of community. So I'm feeling very grateful right now. Like I said, total 180. Don't get me wrong. My back is really sore. I'm beat up. I'm looking forward to my next day off. The job is no joke. It's a lot of hard work. There's really not much downtime at all, but I'm feeling way better about everything. So, like I said, I want to keep this one shorter, this video, this vlog. So I'm going to wrap it up. Just want to say thanks again. I tried to respond to everyone I could on today's video that went out this morning when I was taking my break, and it was really nice to see all the support and everything. So thank you so much. I'm going to shut my pie hole now, and I will hopefully do some type of Disney adventure here soon. Also, yeah, I got my, look at this. I got to show you this. This is cool. Oh, jeez. Look at that. Jeff. Yeah, you're going to come to the park with me. I got my main entrance pass, which I looked at already. I was able to link it to my my Disney app. I have no blackout days, so I can go anytime, and I've got 3 guest passes. So, and those are good for 16 times each. And Jill has the same pass that I do. And, she already has a pass because she's a third-party Disney employee. But that, I got that this morning, and that was like a morale boost as well. So I already have that linked up on my phone, and just so cool. That's really cool. So anyway, long story short is I think Jill and I are actually off this Wednesday. So I think we're probably going to hit up one of the parks. We're trying to get a reservation for Sci-Fi Diner, because I mean, that's like right up my alley. 50s sci-fi horror movies. That's like my jam. And I really have always wanted to check that place out. So might have a video review of that. If not, we'll probably still do something in the park. Hopefully these days keep getting smoother and better. And like I said, everyone said, just take it day by day. And that's what I've been doing. So thank you again to everybody. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.